What's going on, my fellow VP blockers? You got Larry here. Um, I just want to make an announcement. If you're not going to watch the whole video, if you're not going to watch the whole video through, you might as well just click off now because a lot of people are missing the message. And just because I don't have the fireworks and the smoke and mirrors and all the technology and all the crazy stuff, people are clicking off and they're not watching the whole video through. All I ask is I'm a small channel. I'm trying to grow it. Like, subscribe. Um, Feel free to comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Now, for 6 months ago, I started this YouTube channel. I've tried to help people when it comes to relationships, coworkers, negative people, how to deal with people who really don't have your best wishes and they're out to get something from you. I tried to give financial advice on how we've been living in euphoria with all the free money out here and all the money printing and how they get that money back. And when markets crash and things crash, that's how they get that money back. And a lot of people and a lot of your social media influencers, they led a lot of their followers into a burning building. They didn't have your best interests at heart. They had video clicks, they had clickbait videos. They wanted to get subscribers, new subscribers, young subscribers by talking about all this crypto and all this, Bitcoin and Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, and now we got NFTs in the metaverse. What starts to happen is you really got to slow down and take a look at who you're watching. The past year and a half, you've had a lot of social medias talking about crypto. Why? Because it was hot. Crypto, I admit, it was hot. But I knew it was a get rich pump and dump. A lot of people that got wealthy from crypto, you will never truly know. You will never really know who they are because they're not going to tell you. A lot of them will go broke because they didn't know how to manage money in the first place and they threw their money into something speculation. They just happen to have the winning numbers like it's Powerball or lottery. Why do you think 70% of lottery winners go broke? Because they lack the experience and the knowledge to know that it's a gamble and you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. So they go out and they buy a bunch of things that cost money instead of buying things that make them money. Now, I've emphasized this. When you get into the stock market, you got to be very disciplined. Okay? You got to be disciplined. Even when I got in, I started buying stocks. Oh, this is $2. Oh, this is $1. This is $3. I would look at the history. At one point, this was up to $150. If this goes back to $150 again, I could be rich. Excuse me, I was about to say I could be rich. I could be rich. I could be wealthy if it goes back up. That's how your average person thinks. Once I started really understanding how money works and started reading books, I know a lot of you don't like to read, but there's great books out there. A Random Walk Down Wall Street, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, The Snowball by Warren Buffett. Once I start understanding market caps and I start even watching certain movies like The Wolf of Wall Street, when they start talking about penny stocks, you start realizing how you got to invest in big companies that actually change the world and do something that people can't live without. The reason why I knew to really stay away from crypto and not put a lot of money into it is because I get the whole it could change the world, but once they start talking about it's a hedge, the dollar's going to collapse, and they printed too much money, and America's gonna fall like the Roman Empire. I start thinking of some great words that Warren Buffett said. You never bet against America. And I've set up some things where I'm disciplined. Every 3 months I invest in a dividend fund. That's going to be passive income. Here's how the disciplined I am. carry cash. Here's how disciplined I am. I carry the stocks that I invested in my money clip every 3 months. So no matter where I'm at, every 3 months I can go on my phone. I can invest in the stocks that are in my dividend portfolio every 3 months. Before I did that, I set up a passive income autopilot where I established a base. I always talk about having a base. Your S&P 500, your total stock market index fund, total international fund, total bond fund if you want to go bonds. If you like technology stocks, you can do total technology funds. But you got to have the base set up before you start even investing in individual stocks, right? This is how disciplined you got to go. I'm going to go backwards for you. No, I'm not going to go backwards. I'm going to start from the beginning. Before you start even thinking about investing or any type of crypto, first thing you got to do is be making great money. I make over $150,000 a year with no children, no mortgage. The reason why I don't have a mortgage is because my girl owns her own home that's pretty much paid off. So I'm not going to buy a home. We have a goal of getting to Aruba. That's the end plan. We want to retire in Aruba. A goal without a plan is just a wish. You got to have a game plan set up. God willing, we'll make it there. I'm 41 years old. I plan on being there 60%, 70% of the time by the time I'm 50. Now, first thing you got to do is make more money. You got to find a job where you provide services that they're going to pay you well. Just because you work any job, that doesn't mean they need to pay you well. You got to find a career that pays you well. Second thing, once you do find that job, don't go out and buy dumb shit. Don't go out and buy big houses, big cars, and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I have a car note. I have a $432 a month car note. The reason why I have a car note is because I make a lot of money and I have a lot invested, and $400 and something for the next 4 years a month is a drop in the bucket for me. I'm probably going to end up paying that car off anyway because I really don't like car payments. I just didn't want to put the whole $24,000 extra after they gave me after my Hyundai. I didn't want to put that money down because I could have put that to better use. Now, pay off your debts. Don't have credit card debt. You're never going to get wealthy if your credit card debt is more than you're investing. Listen to what I'm telling you. If your payment to your credit card company and your car payments are more than what you can invest a month, you're never going to get wealthy. Now, this is the reality. This is a normal person talking to you, telling you this. Meaning, if you can invest $200 a month, but your credit card bill is $400, $500, your car note is $500, you ain't never gonna get there. That's the reality. You ain't never gonna get there. You gotta flip that. If you're investing $1,000 a month and your car note is $200 or $150, and you do have a credit card and it's $150, $200 a month, you will eventually become wealthy. Well, maybe not wealthy, but you'll be comfortable. You got to establish an emergency fund. You got to have at least, some people say 3 months worth of expenses. In these crazy times, 6 months to a year. I would even go as far as a year. Have a year worth of expenses. Not a year worth of car note, not a year worth of credit card payments, a year worth of rent or mortgage, food, utilities, your student loan if you have one, car insurance, cell phone, things that you need. You need a year of that set aside. Then you establish S&P 500 or a total stock market, a total international, or a total bond. That means you would be owning every stock that's worth owning every month. You don't have to do nothing. Every month you buy those three, you're in the game. You don't got to worry about buying individual shares of Netflix. You own it. You don't got to worry about buying individual shares of Tesla. You own it. You don't got to worry about buying individual shares of Apple and Microsoft. You already own it. That's a route that I think 80 to 90% of the people should go down, because they might not want to look at market caps and take chances with their money, because you could still lose money on big companies. Look what's going and look what's happening with Disney right now, or these big airlines. So that's a route that I think a lot of people should go. And then if you want to, after you establish that base, I didn't start getting into individual stocks and picking stocks until I had 500,000 in the market. I have over $700,000 in the stock market right now. But 500,000 of that, I wanted it to go to autopilot. Every month comes out of my checking. I don't even look at it. It gets invested in that. Just in case I do something wrong, I'm still covered and my dreams are still covered. And our dreams are still covered. Just in case I mess up this whole dividend fund thing and it goes to crap, I'm still able to get to where I want to go. After that, once you establish, I'm not saying get 500,000, but have 80% of your money going into automatically invested. Then you can dip. You can dip and dab into other things. If you want to get into crypto, I don't recommend it. But if you want to get into crypto, taking chances, and if you want to get into dividend stocks, I have dividend stocks because I want another source of income. Dividend stocks could be your part-time job. It could be, that's a hedge. Bitcoin and crypto is not a hedge. Dividend stocks is a hedge. Because when the markets are going down and your good companies are still paying dividends, they're purchasing stocks at lower prices. Now, we're in a volatile stock market right now. Today is Tuesday. I think it's the 25th. Yeah, the January 25th. Yesterday was January 24th. The stock market got down to 800 below, like the Dow dropped 800 points at one point, 4 or 5%. I'm not even gonna lie, I had some money on the sidelines. A lot of I had a Corvette 60 roll. I sold that car back in September. What did I say? I want to have money on hand. So if the market crashes, which I knew the market's gonna go down, it's gonna be volatile, I want to be able to purchase the stocks that I have in my dividend fund for cheaper. What happened yesterday? Stocks went down. I think Microsoft dropped down to $278 from its high of $349. I was licking my chops and jumped in and bought Microsoft at 284. Now I'm going to tell you and show you how hard this is. I jumped in at 284 thinking I was like, ooh, I got it at a yummy price. It went down even further. So you never know how far it's going to go. In the afternoon, what did the market do? It reversed. It finished in the green. It finished in the positive. So all those people that sold in the morning, they sold out, lost 4 and 5% of their portfolio just for it to come back. That's why you never sell. That's why Warren Buffett says you never sell. And if you are going to have a speculative account, put 5 or 10%. A Mad Money account. I have a Mad Money account with stocks that if they do blow up, I'm going to make a lot of money on them. But it's a very low possibility they're going to blow up. They are penny stocks. They're $1.59, $2, $3. And I only allocated a small amount of my wealth to that, 5 to 8%. I'm not even going to put 5 or 8% into crypto because crypto doesn't do nothing. It doesn't. These companies are at least trying, these are biotech technology companies. They're trying to do something. So I know it's a rough time out there. It is. It's going to get worse. But you got to make sure all the bases are covered. Investing is not easy. It's not. Before you even get in the market, you got to make sure you got money on the sidelines, that you got cash. If you lose your job today, you don't pull from your future of the stock market. You're able to take money from savings accounts. So I hope this video helps. And I don't want to see people lose. People are losing. They're going to jump into crypto thinking it's a get rich. All right. You made money on crypto. Look at how many people are trying to teach you how to buy crypto and what to do, and social media influence and TikTok videos. There's no short TikTok video to wealth. It takes time. I started doing this years ago, and I'm still learning. So the only thing I could say is never try to catch a falling knife. Don't sell out of one stock and go, oh my God, this one's better, because you're triggering tax problems. When you keep selling and selling and selling, you're triggering more tax headaches for yourself. What they don't tell you is, say you do have a stock that you put 10,000 and it goes up to 100,000 and you sell that stock less than a year. They tax you at the highest rate of that. So if you go out and spend that 100,000 and you got no money, how you going to pay the IRS? That's how a lot of people go broke. And a lot of people end up going to jail because they go out and they buy Lambos and Rolexes and name brand stuff, but they always forget about the IRS. So I hope you made it this far. Share the video, pass it on. I'm just a normal guy. I'm not a financial guy. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a life coach. I'm just a normal person that made mistakes and can teach you how not to make those mistakes. A smart person learns from their mistakes. A wise person learns from other people's mistakes. No regrets.